Hola, my name is Tania Lopez. I'm a Latina mom and chef from the Bronx, New York.
Hola, and I'm her son, Miguel Xavier Diaz Lopez. I'm a mechanical engineer working with NASA and studying for a PhD at Johns Hopkins University.
We love to share stories about
Latinos getting shit done.
Hola, mi gente. This podcast episode is a bit different. A few years ago, I took a class on storytelling with an organization called the Moth. They were so nice to give me a recording of my story, and I want to share it with you all. My Abuelita from my father's side was a strong woman who I admired so much. I hope to keep her legacy alive in all that I do. I hope you enjoy this episode, y como decía mi abuelita, que Dios te bendiga.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tania Lopez.
My grandmother had beautiful, strong legs. She lived in Puerto Rico, in a town called Bayamon, inside another town, in a steep hill, and her house was in the middle of the steep hill. So she was a very strong woman, and I admired her very much. I lived in the Bronx, and I had difficulty breathing. I would see a lot of children play in the playground. I would see them do fun stuff, and I couldn't do it because I couldn't breathe. I had chronic asthma. I was constantly in the hospital, surrounded by doctors with masks. Was in this big giant bubble, I will call it. Always envied everyone who could breathe. And I couldn't. So doctors and my parents didn't know what to do with me. They felt like I was a burden. They had to always run to the hospital with me. They had to leave their jobs. I felt totally unloved, like I was just not wanted. So the doctors would talk with my parents and they gave them ideas. They say, why not let her live in a warmer climate? Of course, warmer climate would be Puerto Rico. They shipped me there. I would say ship, but I really went through a plane. I stayed with them in the summer months, and then I had to go to school. Well, let me start with the summer months. The summer months were really interesting because I would see my grandmother go up the steep hill every day to get to the mailbox or to go to town. And I was like, hell no, I'm not going to go up that hill because I cannot breathe. I'm not going to get there, and I would not join her. But then school time came, and I had no other choice because I had to go to school. The first day of school came and she woke me up. She gave me some breakfast and she said, it's time. It's time that you go up the hill. For me, that hill was so long, and a long journey. And it really wasn't, but it was very long. So she said, take your time. We can do this. Step by step, we can make it. And we walked up that hill in zigzag pattern, which is the best way to walk the hill. And we would stop in between, drink some water, and I would breathe and until I got to the top of the hill. The top of the hill, I was happy. I reached it, and I was okay. Then I went straight to school. Days went by, weeks went by, and I loved going up that hill, and all of a sudden that hill didn't look like a far journey anymore. It looked like a short journey. I went down the hill, up the hill. I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed it so much that I forgot that I couldn't breathe. And then I looked at my legs and I said, wow, my legs are as strong as my grandmother's. Now I can breathe.